Good evening. Today, me and my daughter went to Kansas City, and I'd never been there through liquor stores before, so it was the first time over there, and I crossed over and we went to 3 different liquor stores, and we went to a big one called Lucas Liquor, and she went in with me, and we were looking at different scotches. And I looked at a Springbank 12, and I'd kind of like to really get the Springbank 12 they had, because you don't see that every day. But I really didn't want to spend that much money and was kind of unsure. And she goes, "Look at the wolf on the box." And I looked at it, and I thought, that's pretty interesting. They had one box of it. It's called Wolfburn. I know a little bit about Wolfburn because I've read about it in Dave Broom's book, The World Atlas of Whiskey. Now, Wolfburn's first production was from his book, January 25th, 2013. So this is 2017. I'm going to fair to say this is 3 years old, and it's the first production from Wolfburn. I've seen on a couple other interviews since I've got home, and the interviews, there was horning and loose horning, however we say that. He said that they used quarter casks in this earlier batch to help age it quicker, because a quarter cask works faster than a full-size cask. So we get home, and my daughter really likes the box. She goes, "Well, it's $53 for the box if what's in it's no good." So we got a really pretty fancy box. But it came to $53.99, which is what the Scotch was. After tax, it was $59.31. But the price on the bottle we paid was $53.99. It was the only bottle they had. It's natural color, no chill filtering. And if you look at it, it is very clear. I mean, it's got whiskey color in it, but it's a very, very light whiskey color. 750 milliliters. And 46% alcohol. I got home, we opened it, took a smell, cracked it, took a sip, and I'm blown away by a 3-year-old Scotch. I really am impressed. I'm going to open it and pour a little in this. This was the glass I used earlier, and I still got just a dab left in the bottom of it, because I'm kind of letting the smell age out a little bit. See if that helps. It's been in there about 15-20 minutes now. This is only 3 years old. It is amazing. This distillery is just starting out. I really look forward to in 10 to 12 years to seeing really what they put out. The manager is Shane Fraser, and we'll see his name on the back of the box, Shane Fraser. And he was worked under Mike Nicholson at Royal Lochnagar for becoming manager at the mighty Glenfarclas. So he has a very good pedigree in his background. He knows what he's doing if this is the result. I will give him plenty of credit for that. So anyway, the box is interesting. It's the furthest north distillery in Scotland, on the mainland that is. It's named Wolfburn due to the water that comes out of that's the name of the water source, is the Wolfburn. And it says, well, I'll skip to the second one. Wolfburn's smooth, warming flavor stems from the unhurried way in the spirit is made. Long fermentation is followed by gentle distillation before the spirit is laid down in the best quality oak casks. Our warehouses are beautiful, dark, and cool, providing the perfect environment for the spirit to mature into world-class single malt whiskey. Our unique flavor, and one on the nose, you will find fruit, malty aromas, and just a hint of peat. On the tongue, sweet and nutty flavors are present, which coat the palate and leave a very slight, pleasant flavor of smoke. It is a joy to drink, and hope you enjoy every drop. Then it goes to talk about the Sea Wolf. I'm not going to go into that. That's stretching it beyond where we need to be. It's unique. That's kind of the background. Let's jump to the nose. because it's not a very viscous Scotch. We're not looking at a very oily Scotch at all. It's very clean, hardly anything on the glass. Of course, we talked about the color already. Very light. And the nose is not particularly strong in this one. Green apples, vanilla, and you get a little bit of the smoke. I mean, the smoke is there. But that's the major three things. And a little nuttiness in the background, but it's indescript. Maybe almonds, something like almonds. For my taste on the palate. Oh. We're back to apples, vanilla, almond, cashews. Maybe a little cashew in there. The smoke develops. The smoke and the peat develop, but it's not overwhelming in any sense of the flavor or the term. It stays in the background, but it's there. And it finishes very quick, and it finishes with a little lemon zest. There's a little lemon zest in that background as it goes down and finishes. It's not long lasting. This is literally the second pour out of this bottle. It's... Again, the sweetness. A little bit of caramel in there. A little bit. That's your sweetness. I think it's the caramel, the flavor of the caramel playing with the almond and the cashew that tend to give it that nuttiness in the flavor profile. Citrus, lemon zest for sure. The peat and the smoke come back off the tail end of it. This is beautiful stuff for 3-year-old Scotch. This blew me away. I mean, I got a 17-year-old blend in there. Can't wear this They can't wear the Scotch's pants. I mean, it's impressing me that much. I am impressed. Okay, enough about that. We know how I feel. Score for a 3-year-old Scotch. Score for what this is. I'm going to give it a 91. Because for what this is, it is amazing. And that's a high score, but I'm going to stick with that. I'm sure as time goes by, we're going to see more open up. If I'd add water to it, it would probably help it a little bit more. But you don't even get the alcohol burn hardly at all off of it. At 46%, it doesn't feel like 46%. I've had 30% mezcal tequilas, 36% mezcal tequilas that sizzle a lot hotter than this will ever go down. There's a little spirit in there, but it's not driven. Not even Glenmorangie at 43 or 40%, whatever it is, drives a lot harder than this. So, in the end, I think if you have a chance to purchase this, and I have not seen it in my local area, I literally had to go to Kansas City, I would purchase a bottle. I think it is worth the $53.99. Now, if it gets above $60, that's going to be depending on your wallet and palate and what you want to do. But I think for $53.99, there you could spend a lot. You could get a whole lot less for that price. Be a whole lot less impressed. That's all for this evening. I want to say thank you to my camera girl, my daughter. She's back there. And everybody, good health and good night.